game! What a game! Welcome to our broadcast here on Real Sports Live, coming to you from the Cabinets Athletic Complex in Corpus Christi, Texas, here for Day 2 of the Mira's Classic on Real Sports Live. Burelson Centennial taking on CC Moody. Our second to last game of Day 2 is that one's missing for a ball. 1-0 count, leading things off here in Moody, the Moody Trojans. Led by Joe Curiel, looking to get their first win after not so rough start here to the 2022 Mira Sports Classic. Burelson Centennial on the mound. Zach Applegate. That one fouled back, makes it a 2-2 count, or 1-2 count, excuse me. Thank you for tuning in to this broadcast here on Real Sports Live. Ruben Rodriguez on the call, Colin man in the camera. That one high, evens up the count at 2-2. Coming to you from this beautiful facility here at Cabinets Athletic Complex here in Corpus Christi, Texas. 2-2 pitch on the way. This one hit back up down the mound. Slow roller. The throw is going to be just in time. So he's just going to get to the bag safely. So it's going to be a single to get things started off. As Moody opens up their first at bat with a hit. Derek Hernandez here for Moody, second baseman, taking his first at bat. Fouls that one back, 0-1 count. Big pitch on the way. And therefore a strike, 0-2 count. And Applegate on the mound for Burelson Centennial Spartans out of District 8-5A in the Fort Worth area. 6-7 hour drive away from home. Of course, Moody will be playing as the away team. Now and missing a 1-2 count, now sitting in. Throw back to first on a pickoff, not in time. Damon Hernandez on first after a leadoff single. Bit too high, makes it a 2-2 count. Again, coming to you from the outfield here at Cabinets Athletic Facility in Corpus Christi, Texas. This beautiful artificial turf. And the mound still the classic dirt. And the second baseman is on deck. Catcher Aiden Gonzalez. Pitch high, a throwback on a runner going. It won't be tagged. Successfully stolen base by Damon Hernandez. Down on deck, that's the catcher, Aiden Gonzalez. Applegate fires. This one hit hard to center field, back going on and reels it in. Now a tagging up from second to throw to third. Not going to be in time, but one away. So fly out moves the runner 90 feet. Here in the top of the first inning. Pitch on the way. Oh, and missing makes it a 1-0 count. No 2 count, excuse me. Big 0-1 pitch on the way. That one hit sharply down the left field line, but it's going to veer off foul. And Coach Moody Trojans led by Coach Joe Curiel out of District 29 5A in that Power 5. Alongside King, Carroll, Ray, and Vets. Very competitive district. Corpus Christi Moody's in. Again, Moody, one of the more storied programs here in the Coastal Bend for Texas high school baseball. They didn't make the postseason last year. That just gives you an idea how competitive District 29 5A is. Again, I've said before, that district, in my opinion, is the most competitive district. No, competitive district here for Texas high school baseball. So 1-2 count. Applegate fires. Pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Aiden Gonzalez will go down on strikes as this brings in the third baseman, Ron Rodriguez. So now 2 away in this top of the first inning with the runner still sitting 90 feet away at third. In Burelson Centennial, led by head coach Art Senato, coming out of District 8 5A, again, North Texas region, Fort Worth. The 2-0 count quickly sitting in here on Roman Rodriguez. Pitch on the way. Pitch goes high. 2-0 count. That one just in there for a strike, 2-1 count. On deck, the left fielder, Chris Escamilla. Big swing and a miss for a strike, evens up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. First pitch was about 7:26 p.m. Clear skies here in Corpus Christi, Texas, 72 degrees. Sun and the moon in the crescent. It's a beautiful sunset here, part of this matchup between San Antonio Stevens and PSJ North. That one skips off, gets stopped by the catcher. Makes it a full count on a third baseman, Rodriguez. And is Moody trying to get out of this one, trying to get their first run in on a full count as Applegate. Just one potential pitch away from ending it or having runners on the corners. Now runners beyond the corner, that's going to be a walk for Ramon Rodriguez as this brings in the left fielder, Chris Escamilla. So now runners again sitting on the corners for the Moody Trojans. Now this brings in Escamilla. And Zach Applegate trying to get Centennial out of this one. It's been a very lengthy top of the first. Already seen the first 5 batters in action. He had 1 fly out, then a strikeout. This one hit hard, has a lot of kick behind it. That's going to be gone. 3-run blast here for the Moody Trojans. And the Coastal Bend favorite now back in action. Hard hit ball. Take a look at the replay here. On the first pitch to Chris Escamilla, just delivers a moonshot just a few rows beside us. It's a high ball. That one had a lot of kick on it. It's like a bullet. That's going to be a 3-0 lead early on here for the Moody Trojans. And teammates telling Applegate, shake it off. It's only the top of the first inning. We've seen some crazier comebacks in baseball before, but nevertheless, it's a 3-run home run for Chris Escamilla. That pitch missing a 1-0 count. Now, it certainly can shake up the confidence of a pitcher. Just a hard hit shot by the left fielder. Chris Escamilla is in DH. Jonathan Everett now coming in for his first at bat. Everett DHing for the pitcher for the Moody Trojans. 1-0 count. This one popped up high. To be tracked down by the second baseman. Reels it in just in shallow center field. So we go to the bottom of the first and get to the starting lineup for the Centennial Spartans. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down.
See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Back at Real Sports Live, bottom of the first inning, the starting lineup for the Burelson Centennial Spartans, who are now down 3-0 after a 3-run home run by Moody Trojan left fielder Chris Escamilla here leading things off. The second baseman Matthew Stancliffe. He's followed by the shortstop Tristan Menchaca. Batting third at first base, River Kurz. Batting fourth, the third baseman Garrett McCoy. Batting fifth, the DH for Zach Applegate, Aiden Hatton. Batting sixth, the center fielder Carson Taylor. Batting seventh, the right fielder Peyton Tuggle. Batting eighth, Michael Maron, the left fielder. And running up the line at the catcher Johnny Schmidt. So in comes in Matthew Stancliffe, will be playing second base for the Centennial Spartans. Again, long way from home. Shout out to all you fans in Burelson Centennial tuning in. About a 6-7 hour drive. We wish all the fans who did make it here for the Spartans, wish them a safe back home. Again, it is a very lengthy. I have family in the North Texas area. I know what it's like to have that 6-7 hour drive. You have that car lag. Well, there's jet lag, but there's also car lag. First pitch is in there. We're back underway here in the bottom half of the first inning. It's in there for a strike. That pitch just a bit outside or inside. It's going to be a strike. On deck, the shortstop, Tristan Menchaca. That pitch makes it a 1-2 count. And one skips off the turf, evens up at 2-2. And the shortstop, Menchaca on deck. Burelson Centennial led by head coach Art Senato. And probably the farthest reaching team that's going to be here. We have teams from Coastal Bend, Rio Grande Valley, 2 teams from San Antonio, team from Austin in the form of Cedar Park, and then the longest one being Burelson Centennial. Again, that's what the beauty of these tournaments is. You get to see what everyone else brings. Again, Burelson a 5A team alongside Moody, so it's a potential chance these guys can meet in the postseason. 5A, that's going to be a 2-2 count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out in the bottom of the first. On the leadoff hitter, second baseman Matthew Stancliffe. Pitch on the way. In there. Strike 3 called, 1 away. Leadoff hitter Stancliffe going to strike out in the bottom of the first. So now Moody quickly back on work on defense. Again, we saw that 3-run blast by the left fielder Escamilla. On the first pitch he saw, too, that's the way to send a message. This brings in the shortstop, Tristan Menchaca. Pitcher deals it in. Now I'm missing, that's a 1-0 count. Now one missing as well. It makes it a 2-0 count, or a 1-1 count, excuse me. River Kerr is the first baseman on deck for the Spartans. That one skips off the turf. 2-1 count. In a very windy, breezy night here in Corpus Christi. Coming to you in the outfield, left field. And Cabin is that one fouled down the left field line. Makes it a 2-2 count here in the bottom of the first. The rest of the lineup here, River Kerr's on deck. Following him is Garrett McCoy, a third baseman, and the DH, Aiden Hatton, who's DHing for Zach Applegate, who's on the mound for the Centennial Spartans. That one hit back to the shortstop. Throw to first, going to be well off the mark, so lead off, or the second hitter is on there for a single. It was a great stop by the shortstop. But throw bringing the first baseman off the bag makes it a lead off, or first single of the game, excuse me. And River Kerr is now coming in. This one fouled high and back onto the parking lot. No one count. Getting all sorts of action going on here in Cavendis. We have soccer over here to our right. We have the softball tournament, the Mira's Bayfront Bash. And coming to you here from the 18th installment of the Mira's Baseball Classic on Real Sports Live. Day 1, John Trevino had the call. You also had the call today. Ruben Rodriguez here on the call. Big shout out to John, carrying multiple games today, yesterday and today. And so, no 2 count currently sitting in. Throw it back to first, not in time on a pickoff attempt. And still a chance here for Centennial to try to get some runs back. It's very early here in the game. That does send the message indeed. One of the hitters in the leadoff folder hits a home run, especially with a 3-run blast. Now we have Centennial starting a little bit of a rally. Runner going back. That one goes foul. And count remaining 1 and 2. Getting Everett awaiting his sign and gets it. Pitching on the way. That one hits to the shortstop. A chance for a double play. The throw to first. Won't be in time, but they do get the leadoff runner. Now it puts 2 away. River Curves will get on here in the bottom of the first. This brings in the third baseman, Garrett McCoy. McCoy steps for his first down bat. There you see on your screen. And that pitch goes off the turf, 1-0 count. Throw back to first, none in time. Again, the Moody Trojan outfield, Escamilla in left, Vidal in center, Bernal in right. As Everett fires it in. That one missing, 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first, a runner on first. Pitch low, it's a 3-0 count. Gets on deck, Garrett McCoy, the third baseman. Everett gets the sign and fires it in. In there for a strike now. McCoy not going to get away that easily. This one hit hard to center field, and a great grab by Vidal, who slid to get it in here. So very lengthy bottom of the first, but Moody still holds on to this 3-0 lead as we go to the top of the second. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K 3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders,
helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Real Sports Live. Bringing now to the top of the second inning. It's a hard hit shot. The second baseman throw to first in time. And leadoff hitter here for the Moody Trojans. In the top half of the second inning, Marley Bernal. This brings in the first baseman, Jadiel Soto. Now Applegate back on the mound, looking to shake off that very lengthy top of the first that included that 3-run home run. And therefore a strike, 0-1 count. Big 0-1 on the way. Big swing at that one makes it 0-2. On deck, the bottom half of the lineup, Isaac Vidal, the center fielder. And then in the hole, the top of the lineup, David Hernandez. Hernandez with that leadoff single in the top of the first. Stole second and tagged up after a fly ball on Derek Hernandez. The 1-2 count now sitting in on the first baseman, Soto. That one missing, 2-2 count. Big pitch on the way. This one hit hard down the center field, but the left fielder going on it. It's ultimately waved off by the center fielder, and that's reeled in for out number 2. So back-to-back outs here after a ground out and a fly out. Brings in the last of the lineup, the center fielder, Isaac Vidal. Vidal takes his first at bat of the matchup here. A second to last one coming up next. We have Alice taking on PSG North. PSG North gained that win a few moments ago against San Antonio Stevens. There's a 1-0 count currently sitting in. Applegate deals. This one hit hard, but goes off foul down the right field line. 1-1 count now sitting in. On deck, the top of the lineup, Damon Hernandez, a shortstop who's 1 for 1 today. Here, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Huge 1-1 on the way. Just a bit too inside, makes it a 2-1 count. Applegate's going to step off the mound for a few moments to regain composure. Always a lot of pressure here when you have coming in with 2 outs to bat. Applegate deals it in, pitch on the way. This one fouled back and out of play. Now the count all evened up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A lot of 2s on your screen. This one hit hard, but that one's just going to sneak off foul down the right field line. The battle going on here between Vidal and Applegate. It's Vidal, it's fouled off the last few. Once again on top. The order on deck. Damon Hernan is a shortstop who's 1 for 1 from the plate today. And the temperature continuing to drop here. We start off at a 72-degree first pitch. It's 69 now. Clear skies here in the Coastal Bend. Now one low for a 3-2 count. So now a very lengthy at-bat. We saw 4 straight foul backs and now a full count sitting in on the center fielder, Isaac Vidal. Again, Vidal made that great grab in center a few moments ago to put it into the bottom of the first. Slid a couple feet to get to that ball. He pops this one up high, but that one's going to be tracked down by the first baseman and reeled in foul territory. So 1-2-3 inning here for Moody offensively as Burelson Centennial goes back on offense. Bottom of the first, second after this, you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Mira Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Mira Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staple Street. We're proud.
Back here to Real Sports Live, bottom of the second inning. Burelson Centennial leading things off here. DH Aiden Hatton. Pitch misses for a ball, 1-0 count. Hatton sees one in there, evens up the count at 1-1. And on deck, the center fielder, Carson Taylor. Followed by the right fielder, Peyton Tuggle. One-two count now sitting in. Pitcher deals. That one fouled back to the net, keeps it a 1-2 count. Once again on deck, the center fielder, Carson Taylor. He's followed by the right fielder, Peyton Tuggle. DH Hatton. Sees one go low, evens up the count at 2-2. Zach Applegate and Jonathan Everett tied up with strikeouts, 1 apiece. The stat line here, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Moody's. That one hit to the second baseman. The throw to first going to be in time. Leadoff hitter grounds out towards the second baseman. Derek Hernandez gets stopped by him as he finds Jadiel Soto. Puts 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Now this brings in the center fielder Carson Taylor. Everett fires it in there. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 count. Everett deals it out. This one hit hard and high. First baseman coming under it, reels it in, out number 2. Leo Soto records the second out. Moody looking to make it a 1-2-3 offensively for Burelson Centennial as the first 2 hitters ground out, then fly out. This brings in the right fielder Peyton Tuggle. Peyton Douglas playing right field for the Centennial Spartans. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 count. And a very busy weekend here at the Cabinets Complex. Softball behind us. Soccer going on in both fields. That pitch misses, makes it a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second inning. Pitching on the way. One just a bit outside, makes it a 2-1 count. Here on Tuggle on deck, Michael Maron, the left fielder. That pitch in there for a strike. Everett has only dealed out 33 pitches. This one fouled back into the parking lot. Battle continuing here between Tuggle and Everett. Yeah, but both pitchers seem to have the even count. Again, Applegate has dished out a strikeout while Everett has also dished one. 35 pitches here for Everett. That pitch skips off the turf and behind the catcher. Again, about a tie up on the pitch count. 36 sitting for Everett, 39 for Applegate. Again on deck, Michael Maron, the left fielder, as Everett deals in the 3-2. In there, strike 3 called. Strikeout number 2 on the night for Jonathan Everett. And a 1-2-3 inning for Burleson Centennial as Moody goes back on offense in the top of the third. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Nice district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate,
Lead has
reached their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD.
Plan your escape.
If you want to get in the game, come to Mira Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Mira Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Here to Real Sports Live, top of the third inning. Moody back on offense. It's a bunt here towards the first baseman. That's going to be Kurz, who chases it down. He gets the out in time. So Derek Hernandez, the leadoff, doesn't pay off with the bunt. It's one away here in the top of the third inning.
And our success starts now. La Via ISD, Cardinal Pride.
The Real Sports Live is going to be ruled a foul. We do apologize. Big swing and a miss makes it a 0-2 count. On Damon Hernandez, the leadoff hitter, was 1 for 1 after singling in the top of the first. On deck, Derek Hernandez, the second baseman. Zach Applegate back for his third inning of work. Pitch on the way. That one low makes it a 1-2 count.
Putting people to work and changing.
Set the dish, the pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss for strike 3 called, so now 1 away. That's strikeout number 2 here for Zach Applegate. Again, tying up with Everett after Everett struck out the last hitter in the bottom half of the second inning. Applegate fires it in, that pitch. Missing for a ball, 1-0 count here now on the second baseman, Derek Hernandez, who's 0 for 1 after flying out in the top of the first inning. And no activity in the bullpens as of yet. In there for a strike, evens up the count at 1-1. Leadoff hitter Damon Hernandez just striking out. He'll go 1 for 2 on the night. The Moody Trojans led by head coach Joe Curiel. That one goes low, makes it a 2-1 count on the second baseman Hernandez. Getting that very lengthy top of the first that saw the first 6 batters in order. Then Moody was forced into a 1-2-3 in the top of the second as Applegate fires this one in. That one outside, a 3-1 count now sitting on the second baseman. Catcher Aiden Gonzalez on deck. He's 0 for 1 after being Applegate's first strikeout of the evening. It's a beautiful night here in Cabinets Field in Corpus Christi, Texas. And a 3-1 count sitting on Derek Hernandez. Applegate gets the sign and throws it in. That one high, puts a runner on first, and Hernandez is going to walk. That's the second walk Applegate has in his ballgame. This brings in Aiden Gonzalez. Again, Gonzalez 0 for 1 after being Applegate's first strikeout in the top of the first inning. He was that second out. Now a runner threatening on first for a chance for Moody to get some insurance runs. Aiden Gonzalez comes in. Applegate waits his sign here from Schmidt and gets it. First pitch on the way. Going to be a throwback to first instead. Pitch goes high, 1-0 count. And the wind blowing in from the infield to here, so balls can carry out here. We just saw one in the top of the first. We've seen a lot of home runs all day and yesterday here in the first 2 days of the Mira Sports Classic. 47 pitches here now dealt. This one hit hard and high. But fouled back into the seats back there, makes it a 1-1 count. Again on deck, the third baseman, Ramon Rodriguez, who walked. He was Applegate's first walk of the evening. This one reached out but fouled back once again. So now 1-2 count sitting on the catcher Gonzalez. Again, both these teams in the 5A classification. Moody out of 29 5A, Centennial out of 8 5A. So quite a ways from each other, but again, still a chance for a potential playoff matchup. So 1-2 count now sitting here on Gonzalez. Applegate throws back to first. Again, as day 3 wraps up here from Waterburger Field tomorrow, to the last day of Cabinets competition. Pitch dealt out. Now low makes it a 2-2 count on the catcher Gonzalez. Again, the Moody Trojan infield. Soto at first, Hernandez at second, Rodriguez at third. And Damon Hernandez at short now for Centennial, who's on the floor right now. Applegate at first. That one skips back. A runner going to advance on down to second. Off a wild pitch, makes it a 3-2 count. Applegate here now, just trying to get Centennial out of trouble. Pitch on the way. This one popped up high. First baseman curves under it, reels it in. Puts out number 2. So Gonzalez will go for 2 after striking out at the top of the first, then flies out in the top of the 3rd inning. Now Moody down to their potential final out here in the top of the 3rd as this brings in Ramon Rodriguez. Third baseman Ramon Rodriguez here, 1 for 1 after being the first walk Applegate allowed. And still a runner on second. The lefty Rodriguez steps in for his second at bat here in the top of the 3rd. Gets his sign from Schmidt. First pitch delivery. Swings at a low one, makes a 0-1 count on the 3rd baseman. Again, that Centennial infield. Curves at first, Stancliffe at second, McCoy at third, Menchaca at short, Madon in left, Taylor at center, and Tuggle in right. Applegate on the mound, Schmidt behind the plate. Applegate fouls this one off. 0-2 count now sitting in on Rodriguez. And our last game between PSJ North and Alice coming up next after this one. Alice out of 31-4A, PSJ out of North out of 31-6A. Pitch goes high, 1-2 count now sitting in here on Rodriguez. Left fielder Chris Escamilla on deck. Again, is now another case of so close but yet so far with 2 away on a 1-2 count. 54 pitches here for Applegate. Southpaw from Burelson Centennial. Pitch on the way. This one reached after the 3rd baseman. McCoy tracking it down, but it's going to go back here to the catcher. Aiden Gonzalez reels in the final out. Lengthy top of the 3rd. Burleson Centennial goes back on offense after this one. You're watching Real Sports Live.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Mira Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Mira Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop.
Get a Real Sports Live, bottom of the third, Centennial now back on offense. It's a hard hit ball to left field, goes foul. Leadoff hitter, left fielder Michael Maron. Evens up on a 1-1 count. That pitch missing for a 2-1 count. In a breezy evening here in Cabinets Complex is a high pop-up. Left fielder Escamilla on it, reels it in, out number 1. Leadoff hitter left fielder Maron flies out to the left fielder. This brings in the catcher Johnny Schmidt to complete the lineup. And we already seen that Moody lineup already come full circle here. We're still trying to clear the first order for Burelson Centennial. As Johnny Schmidt comes in for his first stamp out of the evening. He sees a ball to start things off in a 1-0 count. Again, Applegate and Everett tied up with 2 strikeouts. Everett has dealt 41 while Applegate has dealt 57 pitches. You can make that 42 now. It's a 2-0 count now sitting in on the catcher Johnny Schmidt. Top of the line of Matthew Stancliffe on deck, who's 0 for 1 after being the first strikeout for Everett. As Everett deals in the 2-0. Makes it a strike here now, a 2-1 count sitting in on Schmidt. Big swing and a miss, evens up the count at 2-2. As Everett here looking for his third strikeout of the evening. Some fans starting to make their way over here to the outfield. That pitch goes high and outside. 3-2 count now sitting in on Schmidt on deck. Once again, Stancliffe, the second baseman, the top of the lineup. That's a 3-2 count, pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 3 for Everett. Now it's 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Jonathan Everett trying to maintain that presence on the mound already with 45 pitches and 3 strikeouts. Certainly holding his own, while his counterpart Applegate is again 57 pitches and 2 strikeouts. We go back to the top of the lineup here to Matthew Stancliffe, Leadoff hitter was struck out in the bottom of the first. As Everett deals it in, that one just a bit short, 1-0 count. Again, that Moody Trojan infield, Soto at first, Hernandez at second, Rodriguez at third, Damon Hernandez at short. Escamilla in left, Vidal in center, Bernal in right. Pitched outside, makes it a 2-0 count. On top lineup hitter Matthew Stancliffe. Shortstop Tristan and Shaka on deck. He's 1 for 1 after singling in the bottom half of the first inning now. Gonzalez going to have a quick word with Everett on the mound. We're going to step away for a few moments. You're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education, from pre-K3 to early.
Back here to Real Sports Live, Gonzalez and Everett having a little chit-chat on the mound. Give him some words of encouragement here. Again, 48 pitches. As Everett deals in the 2-0. Now a 3-0 count sitting in here. Again, Moody holding on to that comfortable 3-run lead after Scamia's 3-run blast in the top of the first inning. Everett deals a 3-0. That one just above the turf. That's going to be a walk. Matthew Stancliffe will go 1 for 1 as he gets on base in his second at-bat here in the bottom half of the third inning. Now a runner on first. This brings in the shortstop, Tristan Menchaca. Menchaca here looking to get something going, get a rally going for the Centennial Spartans. Throw back to first here to Soto on a pickoff. Won't go again. Moody again in 29-5. That competitive district didn't have a chance to make the postseason. Finished off 2021. The 16-13 overall record, 5-10 in district. Number 7 seed in 29-5 is another pickoff attempt on Stancliffe at first. He makes it back to the bag safely. Menchaca here yet to see a pitch in his second at bat. Moody out of Pool B. Burelson Centennial out of Pool A. Sitting on an 18-15 overall record in 2021. They were 8-6 in district. They made the postseason. They lost to Birdville in the area round. It's the first pitch in there towards Menchaca, goes in for a strike. An 0-2 count here. That one fouled back. Makes it 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. A runner on first in the form of Stancliffe. Now on deck, the first baseman, River Kurz. Jonathan Everett just trying to get Moody out of his very lengthy bottom half of the third after allowing 2 back-to-back 1-2-3s. Pitch on the way. And missing a 1-2 count, now sitting in on Menchaca. Again, the first baseman, River Kurz, on deck for the Centennial Spartans. So one of these teams making the postseason, the other didn't. Again, Moody opened up district against Ray, a 9-8 loss on Tuesday night. A game that started at 9:30 p.m. Makes it a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So my dad likes to call it like Cuéntalos Tres Vatos. If you're watching Dad back home in Harlingen, Texas, how's it going? Sure, it's warmer over there than it is here. Pitch on the way. That one skips off the dirt. It's 2-2 here. So Gonzalez still having a quick word with Everett, trying to give him some words of encouragement, trying to get him out of this very lengthy bottom half of the third inning. Again, for Moody, it was either the 4-hitter scene or a 1-2-3. It's the first time they've seen 5 already in the order. It's a 2-2 pitch on the way. That one just a bit outside, or a bit too inside, excuse me. Makes it a 3-2 count. It's going to be the fourth full count we've seen Moody dish. Menchaca trying to stay alive. Everett gets his sign from Gonzalez. 3-2 payoff pitch on the way. Not a piece of it. The count remains 3-2 in a very lengthy at-bat between Menchaca and Everett. Everett looking for strikeout number 4 while Menchaca just trying to get another runner on base and keep this rally going by the Centennial Spartans. So once again, if they can stay alive, River Kurz, the first baseman, on deck. Everett gets his sign. 3-2 payoff pitch on the way. This one hit back up here. Good stop now by the second baseman. The throw to first going to be in time. And just stays on the bag. Great play by Derek Hernandez. Finds Jadiel Soto at first to get the runner on a ground out. Top of the fourth after this. Moody back on offense. You're watching Real Sports Live.
If you want to get in the game, come to Mira Sports and more. That for gloves and uniforms too. Customized for you. Your family tradition. From generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs. You can get Your hometown sporting goods store since 76. Mira Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staple Street. We're a proud advertising partner with Real Sports Live and the Coastal Band and RGV, and supporting all our local sports and athletes. Staple Street Meat Market.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Back here at Real Sports Live, top of the fourth inning. Leading things off, Chris Iscamilla, and he had a huge top of the first, making his presence felt with a 3-run home run. Applegate back on the mound for his fourth inning of work. First pitch to start us off, and we're back underway. That one missing, that's a strike, 0-1 count. And Iscamilla here in the top of the fourth, 1-for-1 with that 3-run shot to left center. And straight away to dead center, it's 394. 318 down right field, 318 down left field line. Here in this beautiful facility, the Cavernous Athletic Complex in Corpus Christi, Texas, for the 18th annual Myra's Classic here on Real Sports Live. Day 3 continuing from Whataburger Field, the semifinals and the championship round at 5 o'clock. Pitch missing. It's a 1-1 count, of course, Whataburger Field. Historic complex in Corpus, home of the Houston Nationals AA affiliate Corpus Christi Hooks out of the Texas League. 1-1 pitch on the way. This one sharply hit down the right field line, goes off foul. A 1-2 count on the leadoff hitter, Iscamilla. And Applegate has cleared 60 pitches already in this matchup. Is on deck, Jonathan Everett. Pitch on the way. That one low, makes it a 2-2 count on the left fielder, Iscamilla. Applegate awaits this sign here from his catcher, Schmidt, and gets it. 2-2 pitch sitting on the way. Next swing, they're going to say he did go. That's going to be a strikeout. Or a ball, excuse me. Is Iscamilla staying here now on a full count? Applegate awaits this sign from his pitcher now. Big pitch, 3-2 payoff pitch on the way. This one hit to the third baseman. Great stop right there by Garrett McCoy, who caught a bullet of a line drive. The leadoff hitter here after a very lengthy at-bat goes down the line out to third, so 1 away here in the top of the fourth. Take a look at the replay presented by South Padre Island. Find your trip at SoPadre.com. Didn't have to move too much. It's a great stop by Garrett McCoy. Caught a line drive at the first out here, and we're back underway. This brings in Jonathan Everett, DH, who's also on the mound. 3 strikeouts for him through 3 innings of work with 56 pitches. That one's a ball, 1-0 count sitting in on Everett. Everett 0 for 1 after flying out in the top of the first to end that inning. And kicks and deals, a 1-0 on the way. Therefore, a strike evens up the count at 1-1. It's a battle the southpaws on the mound. Applegate being DH'd for. Big swing and a miss makes it a 1-2 count now on Everett. Right fielder Marley Bernal for the Moody Trojans on deck. Bernal 0 for 1 after grounding out in the top of the second, the leadoff hitter in that inning. And as the wind continuing to blow in, a hard hit shot down the left field line. It's going to go foul. As Maron covered a lot of ground to trying to reel it in, but just fell dead in no man's land in foul territory. And so 1-2 count remaining here on Everett. Everett trying to stay alive on a 1-2 count with one away. Nobody on base here for the Moody Trojans. And facing east here in the outfield, wind coming in from about the south-southeast. Pitch outside makes it a 2-2 count on Everett. And temperature continuing to drop here in what's been a chilly night so far in Corpus Christi. 60 degrees flat. Pitch on the way. That one low and away makes it a full count now on Everett. Once again on deck, the right fielder Marley Bernal. As Applegate has just hit 70 pitches of work through 4 innings. Applegate fires this one, shot back towards the second baseman. Good stop to throw to first in time. Matthew Stancliffe finds River Curtis to connect for out number 2. So after very lengthy at-bats, it's a line out and a ground out with 2 away here in the top half of the 4th inning. Springs in the right fielder Marley Bernal. Bernal comes in here 0 for 1 after grounding out to lead things off in the top of the 2nd inning. Applegate kicks and deals, first pitch on the way. This one hit hard and high, being tracked down by the right fielder Tuggle. It's ultimately the center fielder Taylor who waves him off and reels it in. So 1-2-3 inning, a very lengthy 1-2-3 inning. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, Moody still leading Burelson Centennial 3-0. You're watching the Myers Classic here on Real Sports Live.
Love. Lead staffing. Putting people to work and changing lives daily.
Mira Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Mira Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staples Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staples Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staples Street. We're a proud advertising partner with Real Sports Live and the Coastal Band and RGV, and supporting all our local sports and athletes. Staples Street Meat Market.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Back here to Real Sports Live, bottom of the fourth inning, the lefty River Kurz coming in. It's going to be as Everett back here for his fourth inning of work, already dished out 59 pitches.
And great food round out your visit. So why wait?
Springs in River Kurz. Bunt attempt missing for a strike, go 1 count. Again, Kurz singling here on that double play attempt by Moody in the bottom of the first inning. So we want to get classy. He does have a hit. It's a 1-1 count here. Pitch on the way. This one fouled down the left field straightaway back. Instead of a 1-2 count on the first baseman, Kurz on deck. The third baseman, Garrett McCoy, who caught that line out for the first out. In the top of the fourth. Pitch on outside makes it a 2-2 count now on Kurz. Kurz here looking to keep this inning alive for Burelson Centennial, try to get some runs coming in. Everett deals it in. And for strike 3 called, strikeout number 4 now for Jonathan Everett. As one away here as the leadoff hitter River Kurz strikes out. He'll go 1 for 2 on today as this brings in the third baseman Garrett McCoy. McCoy 0 for 1 after flying out in the bottom of the first. Strikeout number 4 for Jonathan Everett. He has that dominant presence on the mound. Again, this brings in Garrett McCoy, the third baseman. Pitch on the way. This one hit sharply to the third baseman. Good stop. The throw to first going to be in time. Ramon Rodriguez with a beautiful stomp here. On the first pitch, McCoy sees, grounds out, make it 2 away here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Replay here presented by South Padre Island Pioneer Trip at SoPadre.com. A hard hit shot. Ramon Rodriguez, I think he was going to throw from his knees, but sprung up and got the throw to first in time. That puts 2 away here. Aiden Hatton, the DH, who's DHing for Zach Applegate. Sees the ball to start off his second at bat. Hatton 0 for 1 after grounding out in the bottom of the second. He was the leadoff hitter. So, again, both leadoff hitters in the bottom of the second actually grounded out. It was a hard hit foul ball back. Makes it a 1-1 count on the DH Hatton. Mitch missing a 2-1 count now sitting on Hatton. Left fielder, center fielder, Carson Taylor on deck. 2-1 count currently sitting in. Everett deals the 2-1. We have 3-1. It's going to be a walk, as it's going to be another walk coming in. So both hit pitchers already with 2 walks allowed. Puts a runner on first here. In the form of Aiden Hatton as Carson Taylor, a center fielder, comes in. Here with 2 away in the bottom half of the fourth. Everett kicks and deals, first pitch on the way. Now it had some velocity behind it. It's in there for a strike. Go 1 count. We're at the pop of the glove all the way out here. No 1 count sitting on the center fielder, Carson Taylor. Taylor 0 for 1 after flying out in the bottom of the second in that 1-2-3. He gets a hold of this one but veers off foul. Makes a no-2 count on the center fielder. And no hits allowed yet. My Moody's Jonathan there, but he has a perfect one going on so far. Meanwhile, Moody with 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, dropped this ball game. Let's get on deck. Here's right fielder Peyton Tuggle. Everett steps off the mound for a few moments, but back on. In a southpaw battle here between Applegate and Everett. Big 0-2 on the way. That pitch high, a 1-2 count. And 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. In the bottom half of the 4th inning, a runner on first in the form of Aiden Hatton. Pitch on the way. This one hit hard to the second baseman, Hernandez. Hernandez says, hey, you catch a line drive, I'll catch a line drive, and that puts an end here to the bottom of the 4th. Centennial leave a runner stranded on first. To the top of the 5th we go. You're watching Real Sports Live.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Mira Sports and more. Basketball gloves and you.
Back here to Real Sports Live, top of the 5th inning, Moody up 3-0. It's been a quiet game ever since. Sadiel Soto, the first baseman, comes in to lead things off in the top of the 5th. He's a ball, 1-0 count.
Mira Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Back here to Real Sports Live. Ruben Rodriguez on the call. Calling flinch ball on the camera. Two-0 count, currently sitting in. Higgs swinging and miss, makes it a 2-1 count on the first baseman. Soto on deck, the center fielder, Isaac Vidal. It's Ken Jadiel Soto 0 for 1 after flying out in the top of the 2nd. He was involved in that 1-2-3 alongside Bernal and Vidal. And Isaac Vidal, of course, making that great grab in the bottom of the 1st. As he hammers this one high. To be tracked down by the shortstop, who's way out of his comfort zone and reels it in. That's Tristan Menchaca, goes way out to the outfield and gets out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. Leadoff hitter Jadiel Soto will go 0 for 2 after flying out in his 2nd at-bat. This brings in Isaac Vidal, the bottom of the lineup, center fielder. A replay here presented by Southpaw Dryland. It's a high towering infield fly ball. And was tracked down by the shortstop Tristan Menchaca. First pitch goes in. No 1 count. Applegate here trying to force a 1-2-3 inning. This one fouled back to the screen. 0-2 count now on the center fielder Vidal. Top of the lineup, Damon Hernandez, a shortstop on deck for the Moody Trojans. He's 1 for 2, singling in the top of the 1st and striking out in the top of the 3rd inning. In our last game in the evening, is going to be Alice taking on PSG North. North out of 31-6A, Alice out of 31-4A. Well, it's still a powerhouse in that district. It's a hard hit shot, going to be caught by the second baseman. As Matthew Statcliffe, the third player to catch a line drive. The replay here presented by Southpaw Driver, now 2 away in the top of the 5th. We go full circle once again to the top of the lineup. Damon Hernandez, the shortstop. It's a hard caught line drive here by the second baseman, Matthew Statcliffe. It's now 2 away here in the top half of the 5th inning. Again, shortstop Damon Hernandez, 1 for 2, singled in the top of the 1st. Struck out in the top of the 3rd. He takes a huge swing and a miss for a 0-1 count. Moody Trojans led by head coach Joe Curiel looking for their first playoff appearance since 2019. Of course, 2020 was cut short due to COVID. Here's a 0-1 count, pitch on the way. Now a 1-1 count after a low pitch goes into the turf. And this field not long ago used to be dirt and grass. The only thing that remains original is the mound, still dirt. Pitch on the way. High pop-up tracker. Catcher trying to track this one down. That one's going to veer off into the seats. 1-2 count now on the shortstop, Hernandez. Again, day 3 of the Myers Classic picks up tomorrow from 11 a.m. at Whataburger Field. Semifinal number 1, semifinal number 2 at 2 o'clock, and then our championship game at 5 o'clock for the 18th annual Myers Classic. So 1-2 count still remaining on the leadoff here on top of the lineup, Damon Hernandez. Derek Hernandez, the second baseman on deck. He's 1 for 2. Applegate gets his sign from Schmidt. 1-2 on the way. Wild pitch skips off the turf, makes it a 2-2 count now on the shortstop as Hernandez continuing the battle and hold off. And what's been a very lengthy at-bat for him so far. Getting some activity going on in the Burelson Centennial bullpen. As that one gets a piece of Hernandez, he's going to take a trip on down the first. As this inning not over here in the top of the 5th with 2 away. This brings in Derek Hernandez, the second baseman. Hernandez, 1 for 2, flew out in the top of the 1st, then walked in the top of the 3rd. Huge pitch coming up here. Huge at bat here with 2 away. This brings in Derek Hernandez. Hernandez, a lefty versus lefty battle. And activity still going on in the Burelson Centennial bullpen. Try to get you on who's warming up. This one hit hard down the right field line. Foul. 1 count now on the second baseman, Hernandez. And the box score, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Moody. No runs, no hits, no errors for Centennial. The starting pitcher, Jonathan Everett, here with 4 strikeouts, currently working on his no bid. Applegate here trying to get Centennial on a very lengthy top of the 5th. Pitch on the way. That one goes low, makes it a 1-1 count now on the second baseman, Hernandez. And it's been a very exciting 18th annual Myra Sports Classic. Also have the softball Bayfront Bash going on right behind us. They're currently 8:49 p.m. on a Friday night, March 4th, 2022 in Corpus Christi, Texas. Applegate throws back on the first on a pickoff attempt. Applegate here trying to get the Centennial Spartans out of a very lengthy one. 1-1 pitch here on the way. Schmidt pouncing, looking to throw back to first. Not in throw will be made. Now it's a 2-1 count sitting in here. On the second baseman, Derek Hernandez. Catcher Aiden Gonzalez on deck. He's 0 for 2. Struck out in the top of the first. Flew out in the top of the third. Again, we thank you for tuning in here to the Mira Sports Classic here on Real Sports Live. Hello to all tuning in from the Valley, Coastal Bend, and the DFW area. Pitch missing. That's a 3-1 count now, sitting in on the second baseman, Hernandez. So huge 3-1 coming up for Applegate. Kicks and deals. Pitch on the way. That one well outside the box. That's going to be now 2 runners on first and second. After Hernandez is hit by a pitch, then Derek Hernandez walks. Third walk Applegate allows here in this ballgame in the top of the 5th inning. Now Centennial skipper Art Sonato going to have a quick word on the mound. Looks like it might be a pitching change. We'll wait for a few moments, and it is going to be a pitching change. 87 pitches and 2 strikeouts is what Zach Applegate's going to dish out tonight. As a new pitcher here coming in for the Centennial Spartans. We'll tell you who it is. You're watching Real Sports Live after this.
We are the Clinton High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you wanna get in the game, come to Mira Sports and more.
We are the Royal High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and...
Back here to Real Sports Live. Applegate's night is done here through 5 innings of work as this brings in Mason Green as a relief pitcher. As the righty comes in for his first hitter of work. Brings in Aiden Gonzalez, the catcher. It's a 1-0 count to get things started off on Gonzalez. Aiden Gonzalez 0 for 2, struck out, then flew out in his first 2 at-bats, looking for his first 2 hits, or first hit of the game, excuse me. So that pitch well upstairs, 2-0 count. Again, runners on first and second. Hernandez on second after being hit by a pitch, and then Hernandez, Eric Hernandez that is, he got walked a few moments ago. This was Applegate's last hitter faced. Applegate finished off with 2 strikeouts and 87 pitches. That makes it a 3-0 count now, sitting in on Aiden Gonzalez's third baseman Roman Rodriguez on deck. And in. It's been the same case we've been seeing for Centennial on defense. 2 outs, that's when the at-bats, the hits start coming in line for Moody. That one's going to be just outside. That's going to be another walk. So 2 straight hitters walked by Centennial. This brings in the third baseman Roman Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 1 for 2. He walked in the top of the first. And he flew out in the top of the third inning. Now the bases loaded, the full house for Moody. As the lefty third baseman, Ron Rodriguez, comes in for his third at-bat of the evening. Once again, Mason Green now on the mound after Applegate was pulled with 87 pitches through 5 innings of work. Waits a sign from Schmidt. He kicks and deals. First pitch on the way. That pitch just a bit too high for some chin music. 1-0 count. Again, Moody here looking to make a statement and knock off a well-teamed and Burelson Centennial, who's had a great run at this tournament so far. That pitch in there for a strike makes it a 1-1 count. Rodriguez had a great stop a few moments ago. That one skips off the turf, makes it a 2-1 count now on the third baseman. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th inning with bases loaded for the Moody Trojans. Again, Rodriguez 1 for 2 here on the plate. Pitch on the way. That one gets a piece of the third base, and that's going to bring in a run. And Moody takes a 4-0 lead as that's the second hitter hit by a pitch. Besides Hernandez here, Hernandez who got hit. The third hitter in the top of the 5th inning. Now a run comes in as the bases will remain loaded. As this brings in Chris Escamilla, and Escamilla, who's been proving to be a threat, again 1 for 2, but that big one, a 3-run home run in the top of the 1st inning. And he has some pop in his bat with the wind coming this way. It's a little recipe for disaster. That one misses for a ball, 1-0 count. No 1 count, excuse me. Mason Green just trying to get the Spartans out of trouble here in this very lengthy top half of the 5th inning. Pitch downstairs makes it a 1-1 count. Green already with 10 pitches here in his first appearance on the mound. 1-1 on the way. That one high, a 2-1 count, now sitting in. Again, not an easy task being a reliever. A lot of pressure to deal with when you're coming in. Just when you have runners on first and second already coming in with 2 away. That pitch low, missing for a 3-1 count. Green just trying to get Burelson Centennial out of this very lengthy inning. It's a heavy task here, facing a heavy hitter in the form of Chris Escamilla. That one inside and missing for a ball. It's going to be another run coming in. It's already 5 straight hitters been walked. 2 by being hit by a pitch, 3 by being walked on a full count. That makes it a 5-0 lead here for Corpus Christi Moody, and the bases still remain loaded. This brings in Jonathan Everett, the DH. Everett has dished out 4 strikeouts, but he's 0 for 2 from the plate. Flying out, then grounding out his first 2 at-bats. A pinch runner coming in here for the Moody Trojans. Rowan Acosta now pinch running at third base, takes a big lead off. It's a hard hit shot to the third baseman McCoy. He's going to step on the bag, and a force out puts an end to a very lengthy top of the top of the 5th, excuse me, but the damage is done. As 2 runs come in here, one by Rodriguez being hit by a pitch, and Escamilla walks. Bottom of the 6th, 5th we go. You're watching.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
If you want to get in the game, come to Mira Sports and more. That for gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Mira Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Back to Real Sports Live as a leadoff high pop-up towards the center fielder. Vidal reels it in for a quick fly out, one away in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Carson Taylor, leadoff hitter, flies out to center field to get things started off in this bottom half of the 5th inning. Peyton Tuggle, flies out. Do apologize. This brings in the left fielder, Michael Maron. Maron 0 for 1 after flying out in his first appearance in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. He'll be going 6 innings, if I'm not mistaken. Pitch on the way. This one shot foul into the dugout, third base side. 0-1 count. 0-1 count, excuse me. In the bottom half of the 5th inning. That pitch goes outside. A 2-1 count now, sitting in on the left fielder, Michael Maron. Again, Maron 0 for 1 after flying out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitch on the way. Now an in there for a strike, makes it a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. And thank for all those tuning in. The strikeout going to be called. It's going to be Everett's strikeout number 5 of the evening. He continues to have that dominant presence and still continues his no bid through nearly 5 innings of work. This brings in Johnny Schmidt. Schmidt 0 for 1 after striking out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Now to bring a pinch hitter in here. Kyler Kaminsky now coming in. Kyler Kaminsky sees the ball. He's pinch hitting here now for Johnny Schmidt. Hard hit shot to the outfield, so a chance for the no bid is going to be over. As pinch hitter Kyler Kaminsky with 2 away gets on here with a single to center field. Now it brings in here. Pitch missing for a ball is Matthew Stancliffe, the shortstop, coming in. Stancliffe 1 for 2, walked in the bottom of the 3rd, struck out in the bottom of the 1st inning. Throw back in an effort to pick off Kaminsky, makes it back to the bag safely. Again, Kaminsky singling here, ending the no bid opportunity for Jonathan Everett. been a widely controlled matchup here by the Moody Trojans. In part of Jonathan Everett with 5 strikeouts. This one fouled high and back, evens up the count at 1-1. Ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Runner on first in the bottom of the 5th inning in the form of Kaminsky. Hitter Matthew Stancliffe, 1 for 2 from the plate today. So 1-1 pitch here by Everett on the way. Skips off the turf. Kaminsky's going to turn on the Jets to throw to second. Going to be not in time. Off a wide pitch, Kyler Kaminsky steals second. Now a run in scoring position for the Burelson Centennial Spartans. Already 82 pitches dealt here by the lefty southpaw, Jonathan Everett. The 2-1 count currently sitting in. Pitch on the way. And Stancliffe here, 1 for 2 today. Now a 3-1 count sitting in on the shortstop. Again, no activity yet in that Moody Trojan bullpen. 3-1 on the way. In there for a strike. Everett not going to let Stancliffe go away that easily. Here's the leadoff hitter, Tuggo flew out, then Maron strikes out for strikeout number 5. Kaminsky gets on with a single here. Now Stancliffe on a 3-2 count. Kicks and deals, payoff pitch on the way. This one hit hard and nearly gets stopped here by Rodriguez. Rounding third is Kaminsky to throw at home. In time! 3-run home run and picks off a runner at home. Chris Escamilla, have yourself a night. As Kaminsky took a break for it and the throw to home just in time. Let's take a look at the replay presented by Josh Moody Loans. It was a rocket of a shot. Hit by Stancliffe, just got over the glove of Rodriguez. And coming in here was Escamilla on the 1-hop. The throw to home in time here. So we go on the top of the 6th. You're watching Real Sports Live.
That's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and...
Back at Real Sports Live, top of the 6th inning, and Chris Escamilla just picking off Kyler Kaminsky at home to keep it a 5-0 lead for the Trojans as Marley Bernal, the right fielder, comes in for his 3rd at-bat of the evening. Bernal for 2, grounded out in the top of the 2nd and flew out in the top of the 4th inning. He sees a 1-0 count to start off his 3rd at-bat of the evening. Mason Green back on the mound against still activity in that Burelson Centennial bullpen. Final alert here coming in. Hollywood knocks off Bishop 5-4 as a 2-0 count now sitting in on Bernal. Schmidt can have a quick word with Green. Words of encouragement here to try to keep him in this one. In what's been a very long night on defense for the Centennial Spartans. As the Trojans have racked up 5 runs, and it's 5 runs and only 2 hits and 1 error. Usual stat line. Well, the Spartans with no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Marley Bernal ahead on a 2-0 count. Tosses one in there for a ball, 3-0 count. And coming to you from the Cabinets Athletic Complex here in Corpus Christi for the 18th Annual Myers Classic on Real Sports Live. Pitch 2 inside for a ball, and Bernal, leadoff hitter, is going to take a walk on down to first base. Getting the top of the 5th here, we saw Applegate being pulled, and we saw 5 hitters walked in that one. 3 walked off, reaching the ball count, and then 2 were hit by a pitch. Which the first 2 hitters fell out in unison. Again, we saw Soto lead off with a fly out, and then Vidal lined out to second. Now runner on first as this brings in Jadiel Soto, the first baseman. Soto also 0 for 2. He's a strike in his first pitch of this at-bat. And he flew out in the top of the 2nd and the top of the 5th inning. He was the leadoff, and we're already going to come full circle. And PSG North now warming up in their batting cage. Be in action against Alice, 4A powerhouse. One count now sitting in here on the first baseman, Soto. Green fires, pitch on the way. That one in there for a strike, 1-2 count. Green kicks and deals, the 1-2 pitch on the way. Heck swing, it did go. That's going to be a strikeout. One away here in the top of the 6th. That's going to be Green, strikeout number 1. First baseman Soto will now go 0 for 3 from the plate. That puts 1 away here as this brings in the center fielder Isaac Vidal. And Green gets his first strikeout of the evening after coming in to relieve in the top of the 5th. Now a hard hit shot to the outfield, down right field. That's going to be an opposite shot. Runners now on 1st and 2nd. Isaac Vidal here with a single in the top of the 6th inning. Now runners on 1st and 2nd for the Moody Trojans. If you go back to the top of the lineup, shortstop Damon Hernandez. Hernandez 2 for 3, singled in the top of the 1st, struck out in the top of the 3rd, and walked for being hit by a pitch in the top of the 5th inning. Here we are now at the top of the 6th. Again, as Mason Green looking for his 2nd out, his 2nd strikeout of the evening. And coming in to relieve Zach Applegate, who pulled off after 87 pitches and 2 strikeouts. And runners on 1st and 2nd for the Moody Trojans as Green awaits his sign from Schmidt. Incurs at 1st, Sandcliffe at 2nd, McCoy at 3rd, Menchaca at short. First pitch on the way. In there for a strike, 0-1 count now on the shortstop Hernandez. And Hernandez 1 for 3 from the plate today. On deck, Derek Hernandez, the second baseman, who's 0 for 3, or 2 for 3, excuse me. And now it's taking on PSG North after this one. That one goes low, makes it a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike went out here. In the top of the 6th inning, runners on 1st and 2nd for the Moody Trojans. The shortstop Hernandez, 4th hitter in this inning. Green kicks and deals, the 1-1 on the way. This one chopped back here to the second baseman, going to be stopped. A chance to turn 1, not in time. That's going to be a possible error. It's a great play here by Stancliffe. Tried to find it off to Menchaca, but popped out of the glove. So now, bases loaded.
Experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District.
A run came in off that one. You can count that an error. It's going to be the first error of the ball game here for Burelson Centennial. Now a 6-0 lead here for Moody, and runners remaining on 1st and 2nd. So Hernandez gets a hit off an error. Keeps runners at first as he brings in Derek Hernandez. Pick off here, runner going. That one pops off the glove. Now taking off on the Jets is Vidal, and he's going to come in to score. So a stolen base leads to an error, and another run comes in as things continue to spiral out of control for Burelson Centennial's Moody. Clearing the base here with the lone runner 90 feet away at third. No one count sitting in here on Derek Hernandez, the second baseman. Pitch missing for a ball, 1-1 count. On deck, catcher Aiden Gonzalez for the Moody Trojans. Okay, another district we can talk about, 31-6-8, where PSG North is. They finished off as the number 5 seed, just shy of 1 game. So wild pitch here, but Hernandez is going to retreat back on down to third. This makes it a 2-1 count on Derek Hernandez. And not the way you wanted to kick off your night. If you're a Burelson Centennial fan, it's a 2-1 count, currently sitting in here on green. Hernandez just trying to go 3 for 4 from the plate. Again, he's 2 for 3. Walked his last 2 at bats and flew out in the top of the first. Pitch on the way. Hard hit, shot down. That's going to drop in for a hit. 1 run's going to come in for extra bases. And a stand-up double, an RBI stand-up double as that puts a runner on second. Moody takes an 8-0 lead. RBI double here by Derek Hernandez, a stand-up RBI double. Brings in Damon Hernandez from third. Ticket with replay by Southpaw Dryland. Find your ship at soapowder.com. Hard hit shot here by Derek Hernandez for the RBI double. As Art Sonato comes back onto the mound, looks like a new pitching change, and that's going to be the last of Mason Green with 1 strikeout. 28 pitches. New pitcher on the way for the Centennial Spartans. You're watching Real Sports Live.
ESD, Cardinal Pride.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
And Mason Green going to finish off with 31 pitches and 1 strikeout. As now Kenny Fritz coming in here to relieve for Mason Green while he warms up. We'll step away for a few moments. Top of the 6th, 1 out. Runner on second after an RBI stand-up double by Derek Hernandez. You're watching Real Sports Live. Moody up 8-0.
Get in the game, come to Mira Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Mira Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Come on down to Staple Street Meat Market with the best selection of quality meats, beef ribs, Angus beef fajitas, and Staple Street brand sausage, featuring our new authentic family recipe for pony spices. Check out our weekly specials. Your one-stop shop for everything you need for your next barbecue: ice, charcoal, wood, and adult beverages. We are your local football headquarters. Look for our new location coming early 2022 at 7418 South Staple Street. We're a proud advertising partner with Real Sports Live and the Coastal Band and RGV, and supporting all our local sports and athletes. Staple Street Meat Market.
We are the Roy Taylor High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Back here to Real Sports Live, top of the 6th inning. Once again, new pitcher coming in. Kenny Fritz now on the mound. As Aiden Gonzalez, the catcher, comes in. He's 1 for 3 from the plate. Again, Kenny Fritz, now on the mound. First pitch delivery. Deals one in there. No one count. Corpus Christi Carroll's just knocked off those Fresnos. 0-1 on the way. That one goes low, and the runner retreats back on down to second, makes it a 1-1 count now, and Aiden Gonzalez. Getting Gonzalez 1 for 3, walked in the top of the 5th. Struck out in his first at bat, then flew out in his second. The 1-1 count now sitting in here on Gonzalez. Again, runner on second, 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Moody has picked up a few more runs in this one. 3 more runs. Swing and a miss for a strike, 1-2 count. And Ramon Rodriguez, the third baseman, on deck for the Moody Trojans. Pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss, strike 3 called. Make it 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Kenny Fritz gets strikeout number 1 for himself as Gonzalez goes down swinging. He'll go 1 for 4 from the plate. This brings in the third baseman, Ramon Rodriguez. Ramon Rodriguez here, 2 for 3, walked, hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. In the second at-bat, flew out in the top of the 3rd. As the lefty third baseman comes in. Sees one miss for a ball, 1-0 count. Or 1 count, excuse me. Fires it off, the 0-1 on the way. That one gets a piece here of Rodriguez. He'll take a trip on down the first. Now runners on first and second. Here with still 2 away. Now this brings in Chris Escamilla. Now last time there was 2 runners, he had a home run. And Burelson, a very, very lengthy top of the 6th inning that's already seen 3 runs come in. 8 runs, 4 hits, 1 error here for Moody. Fritz fires this one in there for a strike, 0-1 count. And Chris Escamilla, 2 for 3, home run in the top of the 1st. Line down the top of the 4th and walked in the top of the 5th. You're on his 4th at bat. Fritz deals the 0-1 on the way. Just a bit outside, makes it a 1-1 count. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. This one hits sharply to short. Going to be stopped here. Menchaca fires it in time. Escamilla is going to fire out here and ground out. Now retire the side here, but Moody tacks on 3 more runs and make it an 8-0 lead. You're watching Real Sports Live. Bottom of the 6th we go. Potential last chance for Burelson Centennial.
And let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
If you want to get in the game, come to Mira Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. The family tradition from generation to generation, from Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Mira Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back here to Real Sports Live, bottom of the 6th inning. Never back here for a 6th inning of work. Missing for a ball, or strike, excuse me, on 1 count. Brings in Tristan Menchaca. New pinch hitter coming in, we do apologize. Drew Pickens. You're on a hit on a 2-1 count. It's a piece of this one. That's going to be a hit for Pickens. Chance for extra bases, but he'll stay put at first stand-up single. And Drew Pickens gets on with the single here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Potential last chance. Coming up next here, last game of the evening from a very lengthy day 2. Takes on Alice and PSJ North. Number 26, Ty Martin, also coming another pinch hitter. This leadoff single by pinch hitter Drew Pickens. And then for a strike, 0-1 count. Ken Pickens here, pinch hitting, so both pinch hitters are 2 for 2 here, with Kaminsky singling in the bottom of the 5th and Pickens singling as the 0-1. Missing makes it a 1-1 count. Now a runner going to be caught in a rundown. And Pickens here trying to get out of trouble as the famous pickle being called. And Pickens is going to be tagged up in the rundown. Yeah, a costly error right there by Drew Pickens to put one away, so that clears the bases. No way to say it, but poor base running right there. All right, the takeoff, or how about the alertness by Gonzalez to make him a dead duck in the rundown. Pitch misses, a 2-1 count on Ty Martin. Again, Martin coming in the pinch hit. Again, both pinch hitters have been two so far, as Kaminsky singling and Pickens also singling. Check swing. Say he didn't go. A 3-1 count now sitting in on Ty Martin. 90 pitches here for Jonathan Everett and 5 strikeouts. He has pitched a beauty. It's a hard hit shot. That's going to be a single to center field. And the pinch hitters will now go 3 for 3 as they've all singled here. The one away, Ty Martin gets on the board. Seth Ambler now coming in, another pinch hitter here for the Centennial Spartans. As Everett deals, first pitch on the way. In there for a strike, 0-1 count now on Ambler. And thank you for those tuning in here from across the Rio Grande Valley, the Coastal, man. and the DFW, all you Centennial Spartan fans. Big shout out to the DFW. Throw it back on the first, not in time. And Seth Albert coming in, but talking about the performance by Jonathan Everett. 5 strikeouts through 91 pitches of work, like he's looking to close this one out. And a very late start to this one. We were behind schedule. Our last game here between PSJ North and Alice up next on Real Sports Live. Back up to the pitcher, Everett, going to try to go for a double play, and they pick off 1 and 2 for the double play. Caught in the rundown. The chopper back up here to the pitcher, Everett. Gets the pick off. That's going to be the ball game, and it is. And Moody's going to win this one 8-0. Just dominant performance from the start. We could thank left fielder Jonathan Everett, or Chris Escamilla, excuse me, with the 3-run home run. Goes 2 for 4 from the plate as the final count here, the box score. For Moody, 8 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They advance to Waterburger Field tomorrow afternoon. Welcome here to the Real Sports Live post-game show presented by Mira Sports and more. 8-0 lead here. Anything win from Moody, a dominant statement, and we take it back to the bottom on the top of the first. Chris Escamilla, 3-run home run, 2 for 4 from the plate, picks off a runner at home. He's our Real Sports Live part of the game. Again, the box score, Moody with 8 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Centennial with no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Coming up next, Alice hit to take on PSJ North in our last matchup on a chilly Friday night at Cavaniss Park. Signing off for now for Joe Bowling. Colin Flinchbaum, Ruben Rodriguez saying so long. You're watching Real Sports Live. Be back for our last game after this.